Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin, over here at the Back Alley Wine Bar. And you know what? We got a special guest. And when I say special, she's so special that she actually joined me today after a last minute cancellation. Well, it wasn't a cancellation. I just don't know how to book things. So stay with us. We're going to go ahead and start this. And guess what? We're going to have some fun today. And you want to stay till the end because I actually got a present for one of you lucky viewers. So hold on. Stay right with me. All right, guys, here we are today on number 7. How do you do that? Number 7, like this. Number 7.
Hi, guys.
And we got Sherry in the house. Last week, I called her by her last name, and I said, I totally messed your name up. And she goes, no, that's what they used to call me. So thank you for forgiving me. And guys, we have a very, very special guest. And today we are sitting with Estrella.
You got it.
Yeah. Before we get crazy, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. The reason why we actually put this actual Wine Chronicles on. Sherry posted a picture on her Back Alley Wine Bar page, and it says, oh, I love my Wednesdays, or it was actually Tuesday, I think it was. And I was like, how do I be a part of that? How can I go ahead and actually...
Well, the picture was basically 10 different wine bottles lined up, and I was doing a tasting. And I think I said, my homework is better than yours or something.
Yeah, and I want to go ahead and jump in on this, guys. So it was nothing short of, let me go ahead and see what we could do with it. But we actually put it with a twist. The twist is that we get to sit and taste, drink, and also test some of the beautiful wines that she has here at the Back Alley Wine Bar. And we also get to find out stuff that we never knew about wine. And so guess what, guys? I actually have a couple questions for you, and I'm going to actually surprise you on one. And if you don't know it, it's okay. Because I'm pretty sure you will know it because you are a wine connoisseur.
Okay. Well, should we tell them what we're drinking first?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So we have the Charles Roux. It is French sparkling wine. In order to be called champagne, it has to be made in the actual region of Champagne in France. So this is from the Bourgogne region. So it's just called sparkling wine. So if you ever have a champagne from California, it's not champagne, it's sparkling wine. I think most people know that, right?
I never even knew. I thought that like champagne was kind of like what you drink when you're a kid, but then I learned that it was sparkling.
Where were you raised?
I maybe they just like said, oh, you guys are part of the champagne crew, and it was sparkling water. And then when I got up to a certain age, and then it was like, no, this is what it is. And I'm like, I thought I was cooler back in the days, but I wasn't. So without further ado, Estrella, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
Okay.
So. She's like,
I'm a photographer. I just moved here from Texas, so I'm new to this town. I know there's some other established photographers that I can't wait to meet. But this is something that I finally get to pursue full time in my new town. So I'm really, really excited about it.
Uh-oh, she said new, guys. She said new.
I'm new, but I'm not new at this profession.
Wait till you check out her page, you guys. Her photos are amazing.
Yeah, and really beautiful. You guys want to know where she's at? It's like literally right below us, scrolling. If you guys want to know more about her, she's right there. Her business phone number is on there. Please use it accordingly, you guys. And you know what? This is something cool because photography is an art. And when you guys actually see her, you know what? Let me just go ahead and see if I can go ahead and post up an actual photo inside of her. This is like her image right here. Who was in the picture?
That's actually me and my fiance.
Oh, bravo, bravo.
But I definitely did put that because I do couples as well. I shoot for couples, I shoot models, and I work with businesses. 3 of my favorite things to do.
3 of my favorite things to do. And so one of the cool things about this is that when I actually noticed it, it was more of an art thing. It wasn't an actual like, oh, look, there's an actual picture right there. I actually saw art in it. So tell everybody what's your theme and how do you project this?
Yeah, for sure. So it started out as something that I wanted to engage more with entrepreneurs and business owners in coming to this new place. But then I remembered how much I love doing it and that this is something that I want to engage with all people. So my background is in weddings, events, things like that, family photos, senior photos. And then when I came here, I started dabbling with businesses. So I needed models. So I started connecting with models here and in Phoenix. And then couples, I love. I'm a hopeless romantic. So shooting with couples is one of my favorite things.
Did you hear that, Ceci? She's a hopeless romantic, or you just a romantic?
I'm just a romantic.
Okay, cool. Not a hopeless? Is that?
I'm kind of hopeless too.
Maybe a little.
You should see me outside of
You
this.
should see me. Okay, so this is one of the coolest things about being an artist. You literally capture the heart and soul. And once again, you guys have to go back to her page. Tell everybody how to get back to your page real quick. And I'm going to make sure that our audio is good because last time it was bad.
Yeah, no problem. So my Instagram's Darkstar Photo with an underscore. It'll probably come up without it. And then my email and my website are the same, darkstarphotographs.com. And you can also find me on Facebook. We're working on it. We're working on building our Facebook here. But I love shooting for people who like candid work. I like making somebody feel like that isn't even them when they're in front of the camera, like their best self. Like, wow, I didn't know I could look like that, or I didn't know I could pose like that, or have an experience like that with a photographer. That's my end goal.
And
that's very cool.
And okay, so I've only been following you for about a couple of months, and then you came in here today, and you're like, hey, yeah, is it gonna be bad that I just started this a few months ago? And I'm like, what? So this is a little bit more cooler than I ever actually experienced because we want to go ahead and bring entrepreneurs on this. We want to bring business owners, established business owners, and people that are actually dreaming and doing something for our community. Why did you pick Prescott?
Prescott? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not going to even lie. I kind of ended up in Prescott, but I love the close community. That is something I couldn't get back home. You will not see a person twice in the big city. I'm from Texas, so there's no point in really, I know it kind of sounds shallow, but there's no point in really creating a long-term relationship with people because you're not going to see them again. And so to have a culture and a community like this one where you can build and help one another, even in business, is really, really important to me as an individual. Like I said, I partner with The Porch. That's definitely another.
Shout out to Jesse.
Shout out to Jesse. But I love all the businesses I work with. I have some lined up that I'm going to work with locally, and it's not really.
Do tell.
Oh no, I can't.
You heard it here first.
I can't.
See how that works, guys.
Okay, the county seat's next. But,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And Sherry, I would love to be here too. But
I like that little bit of a what's it?
I like people seeing their art in their own business. Like you can come here and your walls you can post on Instagram. You know, taking the average everyday location and making it great. I feel like I want people to see that, you know?
A different look view and stuff, man. Okay, so I know that we're here for the wine. Let's go ahead and do our first taste test and then see how it works out. We actually got a full disclosure just quite prior to this that you never drink wine before.
No.
And I'm almost on there. That's the reason why I'm here as well. I'm here to be
San
educated.
Martin and I started earlier, but
yeah, we actually, I actually started drinking wine and being a connoisseur ever since I started this show. I am not going to lie. But we actually have a great question for you guys. But let's go ahead and try this out.
No lies on this segment.
So with this one, we don't have to do the little twirly thing or anything.
You can.
Aerate it.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
You can, but mostly you want to taste those
Bubbles.
Okay.
Okay. Sparkling water or what? What do you think it is?
I'm just gonna keep smiling.
Okay, and we're not trying to be bad influences here. We're trying to respect the whole idea. But ultimately, once again, our goal is to find out about some businesses and also what Back Alley Wine Bar has to offer here. So the first question that I have today,
okay.
All right, and I know for a fact that this is the one that was sprung up on you. Tell us, is it true that wine gives you the worst hangover?
Oh.
Or what does give us the worst hangover?
It depends on who you are. That's an absolutely individual thing.
And there you guys go.
If I do one shot of Jack, I'm done the next day, but I'm fine with a couple or more glasses of wine. That depends on the person. It really does. Some people say wine gives them a headache. They think it's because of the sulfites. It's not. It's the histamines. So yeah, it is completely dependent on the person.
Okay. And then you heard it. I mean, if you extend your stay and you drink a couple more glasses than you're supposed to, is there still the same repercussions?
Again, it's an individual thing.
Okay. I
can
one
sit
more.
down and have a couple glasses and feel fine, whereas Estrella is probably not going to feel so good because she doesn't drink. So
okay. It's not my fault. I do like to go ahead and help out the community, but definitely not try to get them too drunk. So the other thing is, which wine has the least sugars?
So when it comes to sparklings, you want to see Brut or Brut Zero. Brut is always the driest, and that's like 3 grams of sugar or less, I believe. There's an actual system for rating it, and then it goes extra dry, demi-sec, and doux, which is actually sweet wine and has the most sugar, up to like 50 grams. So this one is one of the driest you can get.
So that's the Brut?
So yeah, so it has less sugar than most. And then for still wines, you just want to go for the driest wine. Like if you're drinking red, go for a cab. Those are usually the driest. They've got less sugar than something that's more fruit forward. So
the next question is, what has the most sugar? I mean, I'm assuming that the person that is asking it, which is Keith, shout out to Keith over there at the art store.
Dessert wines have the most sugar. I mean, they're fortified. They are, the sweet wines that you drink with dessert. Not a lot of people can tolerate those. There's not even a lot that I like. So a dessert wine is completely different than like a glass of regular wine that you're going to get, just out and about.
Okay.
So those are the sweetest. But if not, then if you go for more fruit forward wines as opposed to dry wines. And a lot of people think fruit forward means sweet, and it doesn't. It just means there's more fruit. It's not as dry. You know how we talked about like tannins and being dry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dude, it's so amazing to actually have this education, because it actually really does set into a lot of people's allergies / diabetes and stuff like that, because let's just face it, there's a lot of problems out there, and a lot of people that like to actually drink wine. I don't blame you. The world is kind of messed up some days, and you're just like, you know what? Don't escape that way, guys. You gotta deal with the problems first. But you can have fun, and you can do it, and accordingly to exactly what you are wanting it for. So tell somebody about what kind of activities you have this week. It's live, guys. We're live here.
Today's Wednesday, so it's Wine Flight Wednesday. We have $2 off all of our wine flights. Thursday is pizza night.
How big is the wine flight?
You can get a flight of 5 Arizona wines. We have the Arizona flight, which is 2 whites, a pink, and 2 reds. And then you can get the taste of 3, which you just pick any 3, because we have wines from around the world. So you can get a taste of 3 and pick whatever you want.
Oh my God.
So those are $2 off today. Tomorrow's pizza night. I think most of town knows about pizza night from 5
pizza
to 8.
Night.
We fired pizza from limoncellos and a glass of wine or beer for $15. And then we've got live music. We actually have music tonight, you guys. Come on out. John Nolan, he's new to town. He's really good. He's played here a couple times before. If you've ever been in on a Sunday where the entire town comes into play, he's played on Sundays. He's really good. Moved from California. Don't hold that against him. He's very sweet.
She's like, don't hold it against me.
So he's going to come in and play tonight. And then Thursday night we have music, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is
look at the backdrop, guys. These
are all of our musicians.
This is the excitement that they have here. Like, this is a full wall. It's going to get even fuller over the spring and summertime. I'm so happy that everything is open.
I know, and I'm glad the musicians are playing again, and most of them are fully vaccinated and coming out, and we have some amazing musicians in this town, you guys. We really do.
Yeah, and I think that there's a great opportunity to visit the new area. If you guys don't know about the back alley, this is exactly where she's at. Whiskey Row, back alley wine bar.
We're behind the birdcage. Look for Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan,
Captain
right
Morgan stands.
Look,
We're right
look
there.
for the wine sign.
And actually, if you check out Estrella's page, I was on Instagram right before we started. A lot of her photos are taken in the back alley. It's a cool place to take photos. I actually noticed photographers back there a lot. There's murals, the old brick wall. It's actually a really cool spot.
Yeah, so maybe you will catch Estrella out there in the alleyway if you come down here to the back alley wine bar. I mean, we all just hang out in the alley. It doesn't matter. We're actually
Where the cool kids hang out.
Okay, so tell everybody how you get your strategies in your thought process when it comes down to each subject.
Each subject? Oh, like you mean, okay, like shooting. So I'm actually self-taught.
We're closed. We open at 2.
Oh, okay.
2 o'clock.
Sorry.
That's okay.
They're trying to come hang with us.
See, we actually love the interaction. I love doing a live video. I love doing it.
Usually I lock the door and I forgot, but that's my fault.
Yeah, so I'm actually self-taught. My mom was a photographer when I was younger, but she was a studio photographer. Nothing against studio photographers. They know their stuff. I hate studio photography. But I do know some about it because of my mom. So I actually started to pick up a camera when I was 12. I started doing it professionally when I was 16, and now I'm 23. Being able to pursue it full time is my dream. My dream. So when it comes to strategy, I love to learn from people who I look up to, but I definitely have my own twist on things. I never like to copy. And in the art world, you should never copy, never imitate people's work. But because I live in such a small community, I feel like and outdoors is my thing. Like all my shoots are outdoors.
Well, it's a great spot to be for
yes,
that.
I am in just the right spot to do that. So I kind of just work with who I know, who my subject is, and take them to the right location from beginning to end. And I feel like that's what makes a great shoot, is just knowing your client well enough to put them in an environment that really enhances them as a person. And I mean, it goes into everything, like makeup and clothing, all sorts of different styles and fashion.
Yeah, I
It's
imagine
so
that day during. Okay, so do you just do like pre-couples, weddings, babies, portraits? I mean, what is your niche?
Okay.
I mean, everything that she has is beautiful, guys. But I really want to know what are you looking for as a business owner? Who do you want to go ahead and captivate out there if they're watching? If you guys are watching, this is what you want to listen to.
Businesses. I love capturing what you've already established and put it out there for the world. I love portraying that through the lens for other people because I've been on both sides of it. I've owned a business and now I'm a photographer. I kind of know what they're looking to capture in a photo. And I feel like capturing emotion is one of the most difficult things. And that's something that I feel takes experience. Like you can't just put someone in front of a camera and tell them to look a certain way. So you have to learn how to interact with people, you know?
Wait, I've been told this. Sit up straight.
For sure.
This is what happens when you like front. This stuff pops up.
But my goal is to kind of dabble with elopements and like small weddings. I think I do want to do that. I no longer really want to do bigger weddings. That's just not my thing anymore. But
ooh, just in case you guys want to elope,
give her a call.
Love intimate, detailed,
especially in Hawaii.
Yeah. I travel too.
Yeah.
I should probably put that out there. I travel. So
she's like, I'm out. Let's go. If you guys want to go ahead and hire her for a trip to Florida for your small wedding.
Yes, I've been traveling for a long time. Travel is one of my favorite things to do. And I think most of all, as a photographer, like you're not just a photographer. And that's what I love most about it. You become friends. You become someone's hype girl. Like you are there for them from the moment you book with them to the event itself. So I love being.
I love that.
Sherry, I can only imagine we're just sitting there like, I feel really, really down right now. Ring, ring.
Do it.
I need you to take pictures of us and hype us up. Hype us up, girl. I really need this right now.
Yes.
No, it's nothing short of amazement to see your art. And I'm going to call it art because whenever I see it, it's very dramatic. And I don't know. Exactly
I'm very dramatic.
I don't even know if you're trying to capture that for that specific person or if they actually asked about it. But it's just imaginary as far as is captivating.
No, her pictures are art. Truly,
Yeah.
they're really beautiful.
Yeah.
Shoot, now I lost it. I'll have to find it again. But they're beautiful.
They are,
And they're works of art. It's not just
Yeah, some of those people
someone
on there are
standing in the
not.
alley.
They're not models, But like I said, I love dramatizing. Is my thing. I love being extra with everything.
I like the one on the white car, the woman on the white car. We get a lot of cars back here being photographed too, actually, in front of the Prescott mural. So
if you guys have an old car.
Okay, so before we start getting to the last part of this, guys, we are almost done. How do you feel about that? You were like, how long do I have to be up there?
How many times I have to sip this?
You don't have to drink that. We're not going to be bad influences. Here. I'll pour Sam.
They're probably like, how old is she?
No, we actually check IDs here. Duh. We just didn't check to see if she was like she's a drinker.
Exactly.
We made sure everything was checked out. Oh, little shout out to these flowers. Oh my gosh.
Alan's flowers. I put those together last minute, so Alan's flowers does a much better job. But I went in last minute, and they gave me big bundles, and I came and put those together. So shout out to Alan's flowers, which is kind of funny because the owner pops in once in a while, and Champagne is her favorite. I call her Champagne Lady.
Champagne Lady.
I won't say her name in case. But,
oh no, heck no, Rocky.
Everyone knows her. Everyone knows her. But
we love her.
So hi, if you're listening.
And she loves her. I think she loves her gin as well.
Does she?
Yeah,
And she loves her champagne.
She goes out and she shows her pictures of her drinks, and I think Jen. I mean, she might be mad at me for saying that, but Jen maybe whiskey. I don't know. She gets salty sometimes.
I don't know.
I think whiskey's her thing.
She loves good champagne
I think it's
too.
Jen.
So
I think it's Jen. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If you're out there,
but shout out to Alan's.
Yeah.
If you need any of your flower needs, everyone over there is amazing. We need to have her on next.
We will have her on.
Yes. So
you know what? Let's
if you're listening,
let's call her up right now. We're kidding. No, it's cool to have a lot of the small businesses come on here to express their life and also be. I mean, like, let's just face it. When we get into the corporate world, you walk into a business and you're just like, oh man, there's nobody to talk to. The manager just to the corporate guy. We'll put the suggestion in. In Prescott, we could talk to the business owners, and that's what I think we're all about right now. Mm-hmm. And I think the show actually captivates that in a big way.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love how all the business owners, we kind of all know each other and support each other, and because we're all in it together. There's not one business on the square that's not a small business.
Yeah.
There's no chains, and everyone kind of knows everyone and supports everyone. We all supported each other during the shutdown, and it is cool. It's a cool place to be.
Ooh, I actually didn't even notice that there's no chains downtown Prescott.
No, I know. It's just us.
Even
today before we started the show, I had to run to Closehound to get a tag to put on my 3-liter bottle of wine. So we're all there for each other. So
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, so we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you. If you guys haven't seen it scrolling on the bottom, this is her information, but tell everybody how to go ahead and get a hold of you.
Sure, you guys can book me through my website, which is down below, darkstarphotographs.com. Or if it's easier for you, you guys can definitely shoot me a text, PM me, DM me, text me, call me. Definitely open, and I do check my email daily. So
what is your time frame right now? If somebody needed you like today, can you jump right in?
Yeah, I definitely would have to. I mean, I have shoots booked already, so they definitely see when I'm booked.
Okay, so she's not that new, guys. You're gonna have to really honestly get your booking in there and make sure that you get it in there as soon as possible. Dude, I'm so happy that you came in and helped us.
I'm happy too.
It was so last minute, but I appreciate. We always have somebody on standby, but this one was really not even on standby. I didn't even tell anything, so she was up, and this is how hungry our businesses are, and how entrepreneurs we are. We are willing to go out and do things. This is the reason why we started the Wine Chronicles.
Yep.
Is because we know for a fact that we could go ahead and reach out to the community in a big way, and it's because of you guys watching. And because of you guys watching, I want to go ahead and give you something. I know we discussed this before. What can we give him, Sherry? Can we go ahead and give him a hat from the Wine Chronicles?
Yeah.
Or from the Back Alley Wine Bar?
Absolutely.
You know what? We're going to have to do this specifically to the person that is listening and watching right now. I want you to go ahead and tag her business. If you tag our business in this video, we will go ahead and hook you guys up. You guys just have to message us, or I will notice it that you guys did it. And then we will go ahead and hook you up with a hat here at the Back Alley Wine Bar. But you have to come in here and grab it.
But you have to come in here and grab it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually easier that way. And also you get to see the whole freaking Back Alley Wine Bar. And as you guys are acknowledging, we used to have a different backdrop. We showed 3 backdrops so far. This was the original first one. We just have a different angle to it. And then we had a different one over there and over here. But this place is phenomenal. If you haven't been here, please come down here. Tell everybody how to find you, Sherry.
I'm in the back alley of Whiskey Row. My address says Montezuma, so don't go to Montezuma, go to the back alley. You can park in the garage. The parking garage is right across the alley. I'm right across from the Firehouse Plaza.
And there you guys go. This is the Back Alley Wine Bar. And you know what? We are learning so much about wine and drinking. And I tell you what, next week, you're not going to want to miss this, because we have something that is going to be for you. And yeah, that's all I got. It's just so with that being said, you got anything else that you want to add to this?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. Do you have a sign off?
I don't.
You don't? You don't have like a signature, like heart, cross prayer?
XOXO.
XOXO.
All right,
Sherry, do you have one?
A wine bottle and a mic drop.
Oh, okay.
She's so much cooler than me.
I don't even have any of the emojis going on. All I know is peace and love. Let it not be war. And I'll see you guys.
Bye, guys. Bye, Instagram. Thanks for joining.
Oh, no. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. You guys are going to want to see that. Bye-bye.
Bye.